right, ladies and gentlemen, really quick, I just want to tell you about one of our fantastic sponsors, and that is Soldier Girl Coffee Company. So if you are watching the video, you can definitely check out the screen share here. I am on our website, and you can go to affiliates, or this will be changing to sponsors soon, and click on Soldier Girl Coffee. As it says on the website, Soldier Girl Coffee is a veteran-owned company. They definitely provide the absolute best coffee I've ever had. It definitely has the pick-me-up that I need in the morning. If we check out her website, of course, down in the right-hand corner, you can definitely chat with her. You can get exclusive discounts she offers to our listeners just by putting your email address in the box on the website. As you can see right here, she has French vanilla cream, 100% Colombian, snickerdoodle Hawaiian hazelnut, and she offers regular as well as CBD-infused coffee. So be sure to go and check out her website. Of course, you can get there by going to our website at businessandbrewshow.com/soldier-girl-coffee, or you can just click the link in the show notes and it'll take you right here. You click on view products and it takes you over to shop around. She even has a little bit of merch. I know when I ordered my bag of Colombian roast, I really enjoy Colombian roast, and she has the best Colombian roast that I have ever had. And of course is a veteran-owned business, but I got a sticker as well as a thank you note. So I really enjoyed that. So now I have my very own Soldier Girl coffee mug that I can drink my Soldier Girl coffee out of. So once again, right now, exclusive discounts just for our listeners. Everybody drinks coffee, whether you're a veteran or a business owner. You're going to need it. You're going to need it for your staff. You're going to need it for your break room. You're going to need it for your house. So go ahead right now, click the link in the description, in the show notes, right here, right now, and go get some Soldier Girl coffee today. Ladies and gentlemen, I am super excited and absolutely have to tell you about a phenomenal way to build your website and keep it up to date. My name is Ryan Smeltz, host of the Business and Brews Show and co-host of Veteran Talk Show. And if you are watching this, I want you to pay close attention to my screen share. This is the website of the Business and Brews Show. And the way I am talking about keeping your website, building it, getting it up to date, and having it managed is by Online Rob. So Rob is absolutely phenomenal. And what I absolutely love about this is he was able to customize the website exactly how I asked him. So as you can see, the homepage has a ton of different pictures from different episodes. Of course, here on the episodes page, you're able to listen on your favorite platform, whether it's iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher Radio Public, iHeartRadio, or Castbox. You can connect with us, of course, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Listen to the 5 most recent episodes right here on the website. And of course, you can find our sponsors such as Soldier Girl Coffee and, of course, Online Rob. So the best thing about this is, as you can see on my screen, if you're watching, Online Rob is a veteran-owned small business. He will design, build, and manage the entire website for you. That comes with free unlimited updates, a domain name, your business email, and a logo if you need it. All included for our listeners is only $2.99 per year. As it says right on the screen, there are absolutely no contracts and no hidden fees. I handed this to him. He had it back within a very short amount of time. And anytime I need an update or have a question, he is there to help out. So I strongly encourage you, once again, for our listeners, you can go to businessandbrewshow.com/online-rob, or you can click on the link in the show notes. If you are not watching the video version, the link is definitely in the show notes. Be sure to check out our website. I'm super happy with his work. I'm really excited that I no longer have to figure out where to get an SSL, how to install it. I don't have to install the pixel for my Facebook ads. I don't have to manage any of the analytical tools such as Google Analytics, and I don't have to figure out how to connect the domain or set up a business email. He handles all of that for me for the low price of $2.99 per year. So once again, for our listeners, Online Rob offering this exclusive deal. Be sure to go check it out. Make sure when you fill out the form, you put that you heard about him from us in the How Did You Hear About Us box. Business and Brews Show or Veteran Talk Show. Of course, you can always use my name, Ryan Smeltz. And no longer, as a business owner, will you have to build and manage your own website. Have Online Rob do it for you. Take advantage of this exclusive deal, only $2.99 per year. Best of all, he can handle everything from, of course, a podcast to an e-commerce site. No matter what kind of business you run, Online Rob can handle it for you. So go right now, click on the link, fill out the form, take advantage of this exclusive offer, and be sure to put the show name in his How Did You Hear About Us box. Now, let's get back to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Morning Brews. This is the short segment that is respectful of your time and gives you the kick in the ass you need to get your day started. So sit down, get your cup of coffee, get ready, and welcome to Tuesday's edition of Morning Brews. Today we are talking about outsourcing. There's 3 bullet points, as always, I want to talk about. Number 1, overcome the hesitation. 2, learn about virtual assistants. 3, free up your time. Okay. The truth is, outsourcing can be extremely valuable, not only to free up your time, but also to help grow your business and take things off of your plate. We're going to talk about a lot of good things in outsourcing that are going to basically help you run your business as stress free as possible. Hopefully, there's some nuggets in here that you guys haven't thought about before. If you have something that I don't mention or bring up, then definitely leave it in the comments section for everyone else, or send us a message. Of course, there's links for all that in the description, as well as my show notes. So number one, overcome the hesitation. A lot of people are hesitant to outsource things because they want to be in control of their business. And I completely understand that hesitation, especially if you have not faced really your first real growth stage, because you want to make sure that everything goes perfectly. However, at the end of the day, number one, it's not going to go perfectly. Number two, you need to account for that slight margin of error. Okay, I'll give you an example. In my world, I have developed all the systems and processes, and I train the people who come through the door. Because of the growth stage we're at and how my role is constantly changing, we are now bringing people in that I will not train. This is an opportunity to do several things. Number one, it does a check on my systems and processes. Is this something that is sustainable? Is it easy to learn and easy to teach? Okay, so I get to get feedback on that information, and we get to check the people who I have trained. Okay, they say you can't teach something unless you know it and understand it. And when you can teach it, that's proof of you knowing it and understanding it. So I get to take the people who I've trained and use them to train the new people. And that basically does that check on learning for me. So that's where we're going to run into kind of that little bit of margin of error, but overcoming that hesitation to let go. Okay. Let other people take the reins. Obviously, having the folks that I train new people is not an example of outsourcing, but it's an example of not being hesitant to let other people take care of things without having to be in control of absolutely every single aspect. Okay. To overcome the hesitation, I want you to take a look at what it is you suck at. Okay. There is something that your business requires, whether it's the numbers, managing the money, marketing, sending out emails, client relations, customer acquisition, the sales process, whatever it is that you had to do to get your business off the ground. And you may still do because it's needed or you need the support, but there is something there that you need to outsource. Whatever it is you suck at, have someone else do it. Okay. You're going to see a lot less stress in having someone else take the reins of whatever your eat the frog task is. And you're also going to be able to take on more and reset your focus. So if you are focused on getting people in the door, especially if that is the aspect of your business you most enjoy, training other people to work for you, teaching them, helping them grow as individuals, and you are busy also doing the marketing aspect of your business, then maybe it's time you took on a marketing company or some sort of outsourced marketing team to handle your marketing, because maybe that's something you don't enjoy as much as the growth and development of other people. So in taking that off your plate, you're going to be able to spend more time doing what you love, as well as we all know that training new individuals in your business helps to grow it. Obviously, the marketing helps to grow it too, but if you're better at the training and growth and development, and that's something you actually enjoy, then why not shift your focus more into that? It's just like putting gasoline in a car. You're going to get a lot better results in putting more of your time into something you enjoy than continuing to split your time between two aspects, one which you don't enjoy as much. So learn what you suck at and have someone else do it. Number two, learn about virtual assistants. So a lot of you probably already know about VAs. I've been using VAs for about 4 or 5 years for different things throughout business. A lot of people are still unfamiliar with them. However, it has grown significantly in popularity due to the pandemic. Okay. Things you can use VAs for, use them for offsite work. That is a pretty broad term in this day and age. There is very few things that require people to be face to face in order to get the job done. Many of the things that require employees to be on site pretty much deal with physical aspects of your business. For example, me being in shipping and receiving, you can't unload a truck virtually over a Zoom call, obviously. However, from the aspect of managing that process, we are slowly moving to where it can be done from a quote unquote corporate office. So I'm pretty excited about that. However, it does take work. So whatever systems and processes you currently use, think outside the box, figure out whether or not they can be done offsite, and then you can use virtual assistants to get them done. Um, Another advantage of using VAs is they are contractors for the most part. Of course, you can have your employees work remotely, but that relationship may be a little bit different. Maybe you hold a regular Zoom call at 8 a.m. every day that everybody's required to be on, and then they have to work till 4:30 to clock in and clock out. Um, and you discipline them when maybe they don't do what they're supposed to do. However, with VAs, it's more like, hey, I have this task. Okay, for example, we're using one right now to help us finish a project. And we basically take the project and we cut it up into maybe about 4 steps and said, okay, how long is each step going to take? Okay, let's do step 1. And then we pay you for that, do step 2, and then we pay you for that. So they're on a contract. It's also not a permanent relationship. So if, say, you look at your marketing plan and it requires X amount of copy and creative to be done, say, over the next year, then you could chop that up into quarterly projects. Then you could cut each quarter into months. You can hire the VA for the period of 3 months and say, hey, we need 3 months worth of copy and creative. I want you to knock out month number 1 and we'll pay on that portion. Number 2, we'll pay you for that. Number 3, we'll pay you for the whole thing. And then if you're happy with the work, you hire the same VA for the next quarter. And if you're not happy with the work, then you get a new VA. You can continue to do the same thing. You don't have to be stuck with the same unsatisfactory work. You don't have to worry about the hiring and firing of them. You guys basically just have to agree on the terms. And the second point under this is you can use them to scale. So if there are things that you need to get done that take up time, especially if you're the one doing them, that's one example. You can easily have a VA do those tasks and take it off your plate. Another way that it helps you scale is oftentimes VAs can be more affordable than an in-house employee. At face value on their hourly rate, this is sometimes true. However, they are on a contract, so oftentimes their hourly rate may seem like it costs more than hiring an hourly employee. However, take into consideration that you are not paying any type of insurance on that individual. You're not paying their payroll taxes. You don't have to go through the acquisition. If you are paying for human resources, then you're not going to, whatever cost you put into marketing, your job placement ads, and the person who makes the phone calls from a recruiter standpoint, none of those costs get factored into this individual, and it's much more short term. So the fact that you pay all your employees $20 per hour and you hire a contractor on $40 per hour, but they're short term and they go ahead and knock it out, that you may not see an overall savings from a numbers standpoint, but it's definitely a much quicker, more beneficial relationship, especially for something such as a short-term project. So learn VAs and learn how to use them. And lastly, free up your time. We are starting to run a little bit long, but businesses make money, not time. So you can obviously always make more money. But if you work for 12 hours a day as a business owner, being able to take on other things, shift your focus, and put a lot of fuel on the fire. Really, the only thing you can do if you want to take on more is to work 13 hours a day, or 14, or 15, or 16 hours a day. If you were to take things off of your plate, then you're going to free up, some of that time. So, say on your marketing, you spend 2 hours per day. You're working 12 hours a day. When you take a VA on and have them do it, now you work for 10 hours. You have 2 free hours. So. You can, your business is still making money. You're possibly going to scale and see an uptick in the numbers over the course of maybe the next quarter to the next year. Only now, instead of working 12 hours a day and 2 hours doing something you don't like, because you have a VA handling your marketing, you're able to take those other 2 hours and put it towards something you do enjoy. And maybe that's within your business, putting more focus into it, say on the hiring and firing aspect, or building relationships with your current team. Or it could also be at home where, your family doesn't like you working as much. So you get to invest in those personal relationships for 2 hours extra each day, which I think they would appreciate as well. So that's basically some things to take into consideration when freeing up your time, but think about it in terms of cost, you versus outsourcing. When you work your numbers for your business, if you determine that in order to cover all your costs, your bottom line, uh, you need to make, say, $150 an hour as a company. That's anybody having hands on the revenue generating portion of the business. Okay. However, that is kind of an end all be all with you, because if you put your hands on something, you're the one who came up with the business and put everything into action. So that is a significant amount of value to come with that $150 an hour. But your bottom line applies to everyone across the board. So if this guy over here does it, it's the same hourly rate. However, in terms of cost, if you have an employee do it, maybe you only pay them $20 an hour. They're happy with the pay. The customer gets the same amount of value, and the company is able to hit its bottom line. When you outsource, okay, basically you're able to take that same concept, you're taking it off of your plate. The company bottom line is still that $150 per hour that you have to make in order to stay in business and continue to make a profit as a company. But in outsourcing, especially when it comes to virtual assistants, you're able to do that much more easily, especially if you're, say, building websites for clients. It's very easy to get VAs involved in that process. Or if you're outsourcing in a sense of, you build websites, but you don't handle marketing. So you are able to now offer marketing as a service to your clients, but you don't handle the marketing aspect of that because you've outsourced it. So just some things to take into consideration. It definitely frees up time. It allows for more growth. Like I said, in outsourcing, especially with virtual assistants or having another company handle an aspect of your business that, maybe you're not set up to do, but you can definitely offer that value to your customers and clients. That can be super advantageous, especially in helping you go vertical with your business. So just some things to think about when it comes to outsourcing. I think the biggest thing most people run into is that hesitation aspect. But really quick recap: outsourcing, overcome the hesitation. 2, learn about virtual assistants. 3, free up your time. My name is Ryan Smeltz. I appreciate you tuning in. If you find value in this or any other episodes of Business and Brews or Morning Brews, please share with your friends. Leave us a 5-star review. Ask your friends to leave us a 5-star review as well. And I will see you on tomorrow's episode of Morning Brews. Thank you so much for listening or watching Morning Brews. This, of course, has been the kick in the ass you need to get your day started. My name is Ryan Smeltz. I appreciate you tuning in and listening to this. If you've gotten any value from this or any segment on Business and Brews, be sure to leave us a 5-star review. Tell your friends. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe and tell them to leave us a 5-star review. Thank you, and shout out to our sponsors, Soldier Girl Coffee and Online Rob. And I will see you on the next